Hello and welcome. Take a moment to settle in, to breathe softly, find a comfortable space, both physically and within yourself. This is a safe space, a gentle space where we can explore something that touches many of our lives, the feeling of fear. Fear can feel like a heavy blanket, holding us still, making the world feel bigger and more daunting than it is. It whispers doubts and paints worst-case scenarios. But what if there was a simple, gentle way to loosen its grip? Today, we're going to talk about overcoming fear, not by making giant leaps, but by taking tiny, almost imperceptible steps. We're going to explore the power of micro-actions. Action, even the smallest kind, is the key that can unlock the door fear tries to keep shut. Fear, in its essence, is a signal. It's meant to protect us, but sometimes it gets stuck, keeping us in a state of freeze. When fear takes hold, it can paralyze us, making even simple tasks feel impossible. Our minds race, our bodies tense, and we hesitate. This hesitation, this overthinking, is where fear thrives. It feeds on inaction, growing larger in the stillness. It convinces us that we are not ready, not capable, or that the risk is too great. But here's a powerful truth. Taking action, any action, sends a different signal to your brain. It tells your system that you are moving, that you are capable, that you are safe enough to proceed. It begins to rewire the fear response, little by little. Think for a moment about areas in your life where fear causes you to freeze. Is it starting a project, making a phone call, speaking up, trying something new, or simply facing the day? Just notice it, without judgment. So what exactly are these micro-actions we're talking about? They are tiny, almost ridiculously small steps that move you forward in the direction you want to go. They are designed to be so easy, so achievable, that they bypass the fear response that says, "This is too much." The purpose of a micro-action is twofold: to reduce the feeling of overwhelm that often accompanies fear, and to build self-trust. Each tiny step completed is a promise kept to yourself. It's proof that you can do something, even when you feel afraid. Think about the difference between deciding to run a marathon and deciding to walk for 5 minutes, or the difference between needing to write an entire article and just needing to write one sentence. That's the scale we're talking about. Micro-actions are the 5-minute walk, the single sentence. The benefits of embracing micro-actions are profound. First, they drastically reduce overwhelm. When the task feels tiny, the mountain shrinks to a molehill. Second, they build self-trust and confidence. Every completed micro-action is a small victory, a deposit in your confidence bank. You start to believe in your ability to act, even in the face of fear. Third, they create momentum. A tiny step forward makes the next tiny step feel easier. You build a gentle, unstoppable flow. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, they train your brain. By taking action despite fear, you teach your nervous system that action can lead to safety, not danger. You are actively rewiring your response to fear. Take another moment now. Identify one specific fear that is holding you back. It doesn't have to be a huge one. Now, brainstorm the tiniest possible action you could take related to that fear. Make it almost laughably small. Let's introduce a simple, repeatable practice for using micro-actions. It's a 4-step formula you can use anytime fear tries to stop you. Step 1. Notice the fear. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Acknowledge the feeling without trying to push it away. Can you name it? I notice fear about starting this task. I feel anxiety about making this call. Just notice it. Step 2. Ask, what's the smallest possible step I could take? This is the crucial question. The step must feel almost too easy, so small it barely registers as effort. If it feels hard, it's not small enough. Let's try asking that question with some examples. If you fear starting a big writing project, the question isn't, what's the first paragraph? It's, what's the smallest step? Maybe it's open the document, or write the title, or even write my name at the top. If you fear making a difficult phone call, the question isn't, what's the conversation? It's, what's the smallest step? Maybe it's, find the phone number, or open my contacts, or hold the phone in my hand. Step 3, do it. Take that tiny step. Just do that one small thing. As you do it, breathe. Notice the feeling of completing that single small action. Often, there's an immediate sense of relief, a loosening of the tension. Step 4, celebrate. Acknowledge that you took the step. It doesn't have to be a party. It can be a quiet internal nod, a gentle, well done. This step is vital for reinforcing the positive association with action. You are telling your brain, I did a thing and it was okay. I am capable. Think about a fear you want to address in the next 24 hours. Using the formula, notice the fear, ask for the smallest possible step, and commit to doing just that one tiny thing. What is that micro action for you? Sometimes, overcoming a larger fear requires a series of micro actions, built one upon the other like steps on a ladder. Let me share a simple story. Maya had a deep fear of public speaking. The thought of standing in front of people made her stomach clench. Trying to give a presentation felt impossible, so she decided to build a micro-action ladder. Her first step wasn't speaking. It was simply writing down one idea she had about the topic. That was it for day 1. The next day, her step was to attend a meeting where the topic was discussed and just listen. The day after, her step was to attend another meeting and make eye contact with one person. Slowly, she added steps, saying I agree during a discussion, asking a question, sharing a brief thought with a small group, then a slightly larger group. Each step was tiny, manageable, and built directly on the confidence gained from the last. She wasn't trying to jump to the top of the ladder. She was simply focusing on taking the very next, easiest step. Over time, these small steps led to significant progress. She eventually gave a short presentation, still feeling some fear, but also feeling a new sense of capability she hadn't had before. Building your own micro-action ladder can be incredibly empowering. Identify a larger goal or area of fear, and then brainstorm the smallest possible steps that would eventually lead you there. Start with the very first, easiest rung. To help solidify this practice and rewire your brain for courage, consider starting a simple micro-actions reflection journal. It doesn't need to be fancy, just a few lines each day. The purpose is to consciously track your small victories and build resilience. By writing it down, you make the progress tangible and reinforce the positive feedback loop. Here's a simple structure you could use. Date. Fear-faced, briefly. Micro-action taken. Feelings afterward, even if still some fear, note the relief or sense of accomplishment. Next small step, for tomorrow or later. For example, an entry might look like this. Date, today. Fear-faced, starting the messy garage cleanup. Micro-action taken. Took one item out of the garage and put it where it belongs. Feelings afterward, still feels like a lot, but I did something. A little less dread. Next small step, take out one more item tomorrow. This simple practice helps you see how even the smallest actions accumulate. It trains your focus on progress, not perfection. It reminds you that you are capable of movement even when fear is present. Now let's take a moment for a short, guided visualization. Close your eyes gently or soften your gaze. Take a deep, calming breath in and exhale slowly. Imagine a calm, still lake. The surface is perfectly smooth, reflecting the sky. This stillness can sometimes feel like the freeze state of fear. Now, imagine dropping a tiny pebble into the center of the lake. It's just one small pebble, one micro-action. Notice the immediate effect. Small ripples spread out from where the pebble entered the water. They move outwards, gently disturbing the surface. One tiny action creates movement. Now, imagine dropping another tiny pebble, and then another and another. Each one creates its own set of ripples. As the ripples meet, they interact, creating a larger, more complex pattern of movement across the entire lake. Your micro-actions are like these pebbles. Each one, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect. It starts with you, a small movement, a small shift, but that ripple touches other parts of your life, building momentum, creating change. Feel the truth of this within you. Every small step you take matters. Every tiny action is a pebble dropped into the lake of your life, creating positive ripples. You are not defined by your fears. You are defined by your willingness to take the next small step and the next. You have an inner strength that is revealed not in giant leaps, but in consistent, gentle movement forward. Repeat these affirmations softly to yourself, or just hold them in your heart. Every small step I take matters. I am capable of taking small steps. Taking action, even tiny action, helps me feel safer. I am building momentum, one micro-action at a time. I am growing stronger and more courageous with each small step. You don't have to conquer the mountain in a single bound. You just need to take the very next, smallest step. Trust in the power of the pebble, the ripple, the micro-action. You are already capable of this. Start small, start now, and watch the ripples spread. You've got this.